Hey fans, man, what's good? It's your boy Wise. I'm back, about to do this Miami versus Pitt preview. Um, Shout out Alonzo1219 and you family. Shout out Reek and Swag. Shout out all about the U83. Shout out Rick Era. Shout out Birdman. Shout out Mark Rogers TV. Um, Shout out College Football Vids. So we'll just go ahead. We're going to get into it, man. One quick thing. I'll put the link to the group me in the description. So if any of the Kane fans would like to join the group me, then do so. I think it's dope. We have a lot of great discussion in there. Um, some heated conversations here or there. We had a nice one earlier. But, if you guys want to join it, I think it's great. It's definitely extremely dope on game day. So I put the link in the description. I was getting a lot of requests to actually start incorporating film in the videos for like certain analysis points and things like that. So we'll get to some of the film later. I'll plug it in and we'll go over some of the key concerns that I have as far as dealing with the Pitt offense. And then there's a couple of things that I think we need to look at from our offensive side of the ball to where I think, we stand pretty well to make plays on. Don't have that many plays for us because we know how we play. But, I will get into some further explanations later on in the video, man. So without further ado, let's get into it, man. We play Pitt Friday, 12 o'clock noon. Kickoff about 12:07 is supposed to be high 30s, so about 35, 36 degrees. So we're dealing with high 30s, low 40s the whole game. Mark Richt and some of the players, Jaquan Johnson and I think Thomas Brown also, they say they don't think the weather's going to be a factor like that it shouldn't really affect us much, but I'm not really sure about that. 30 and 40 degree weather is completely different than what we practice in and what we have been accustomed to playing in. But the great thing is there's no snow expected. But so yeah, let's get into Pitt, the offense. So Pitt has not released who their starting quarterback is. Last week they had their guy Ben DiNucci that started the Virginia Tech game, but because they weren't really happy with how he was playing and he threw an interception at the end of the first quarter to Reggie Floyd for Virginia Tech, they decided to pull him and they put in the freshman, Pickett. So I'll cover both quarterbacks briefly in a sense. As far as with DiNucci, he can run. He's a capable runner. He only has 100 and something rushing yards on the year. But that's pretty much due to the amount of times he was sacked because they take away, the sack yardage from the rushing yards. 1,000 yards on the year, completes about 55% of his passes, 5 picks, 5 interceptions. So he's on a 1-for-1 ratio at this point. Like I said, he is a capable runner, so we do have to respect him. He will take off and run, or if he just sees fit that he feel like he can get upfield, he will, go ahead and tuck it to get upfield. Now, the freshman Pickett, I saw him make like 2 or 3 plays while I was watching a film where he actually took off and then like shook somebody and then made another cut and ran upfield. He looks like he could possibly be more athletic than DiNucci, but he is only going to take off if it's the last option. Like, okay, there's nobody, you flush me out of the pocket, you force me to take off. So he doesn't look to run. Both of those guys, can make, a lot of different throws, just being honest, but they both make a lot of questionable throws. Even though they only have 6 picks between the two, I've seen him and DiNucci over the film that I watched. They threw about 6 or 7 passes that should have been intercepted, but they were dropped, just flat out dropped. So there's opportunities for the turnover chain to come out. I think we need the turnover chain to come out. We need to get up on these dudes early, put our foot on their fucking throat, and we don't need to look back. As far as the running backs, their main guy, which is Darren Hall. He has 598 yards on the year, averaging 5 yards a pop, 9 touchdowns. Now, I want to say about 75% of all of those stats that he has, he's gotten them within the last 3 or 4 games. So the last 3 or 4 games overall, if I'm not mistaken, the dude is, he's been balling. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie. He's done work. So we definitely got to make sure that we shut him down and contain him. 5 yards a carry in college football, excuse me, for a back is that's good. I mean, that's half the amount of yardage or whatever, to get a first down. Um, they also got another guy, Quadri Allison. 300 and something rushing yards, 5 TDs on the year. Both of those guys are capable of catching a ball out of the backfield, which is something that we struggled with mightily against UVA. The running back running a flat or either running pretty much the wheel route upfield, they killed us all game with that. I don't know why we couldn't cover the running back, but those guys are capable receivers out of the backfield, and we need to be aware of it. Everybody knows they got Quadri Henderson. The dude's an explosive player. He's averaging 7 yards a carry when they give him a rock. Has about 150 receiving yards, but they like to run the jet sweep with Quadri Henderson and another guy they have. I think it's French, and that is a cause of concern for me. It's a true cause of concern because we have not done well on plays like that all year. As far as actually, we did do good on it against Virginia Tech. But Virginia Tech didn't run it as much as I thought they would because they were so focused on actually establishing an inside run. But I watched extended film on Pitt, and there's been multiple games that they incorporate that jet sweep pretty much at least one time per drive type of deal. I mean, they've called it more than I've seen other teams call it normally. So, yeah, as far as their receivers, their main guy is Justin Weah, number 85. He has about, 600 yards on a year. Pretty much doing about 18 yards per catch. Definitely somebody we have to account for, but he can't really catch that well. I've seen him drop at least 10 to 12 balls on the film, so I don't know if they want to call them drops, but hit him in the hands, seen him just flat out drop him. So he's not that dependable from a hands perspective, but there's no telling how he'll play on Friday. And then they got number 82, Arroyo Lopes. He's probably their best route runner. He can kind of get loose in space. None of these guys have breakaway speed. Weah got caught on a 1 or 2 yard line last week on a breakout play versus Virginia Tech when he should have scored. So none of these guys have blazing speed. So I expect us to man up. None of that stupid-ass zone Diaz was doing last game. I expect a lot of man, a lot of tight coverage, and that we're going to make DiNucci and Pickett make some really good throws in order to beat us. They also got number 2, French. They use him in the run game some on a little jet sweep, but he has about 300 receiving yards. Tight end, Flanagan, he only has 160 yards. Nothing to really worry about. So that's on the offensive side of the ball for Pitt. In the return game that Quadri Henderson is a threat. I mean, let's just be honest. The kid, he ran a 75-yard punt back this year, but he's explosive. So he has a chance to break one at any point, and we know that our kickoff coverage has not been good so far. And our punt coverage has been pretty good, but our kickoff coverage has not been good. But with Fiegels back there punting, he's been shaky all year, so I really don't know what to expect. But our special teams play needs to be much better. And then you have on the defensive side of the ball, number 23, I guess, is the main guy to star. His name is Adowu. He has 86 tackles, 11 and a half tackles for loss. So that dude is in the backfield a lot, and he has 5 sacks. He's their best blitzing linebacker. He's a really good blitzing linebacker. He's a hybrid dude. Like, he can move. He makes a lot of plays for him, so we definitely got to be aware of him. And then I guess the next guy to star on their team is their punter. He's averaging 45 yards a punt. So, I mean, he's booming it pretty well, and that will come into play when you start to talk about our special teams play and just overall field position. Now, since we're talking about them punting, their kickoff and punt coverage is terrible. I mean terrible. So I expect to see some really nice returns, possibly us take one back for a touchdown because they're terrible. As far as what we need to do on offense, man, I think it's pretty simple. I truly do. Malik has to come out and play well. He has to play well. I'm a ride or die with Malik, but he has to come out and play well. The offense need to start fast. I think that we're going to feed Travis Homer a lot. I expect him to have 150 to 200 yards this game. Yes, I said 150 to 200. So pretty much I'm expecting him to have the best game of his career for me anyway. I think it's key that he plays well. I also think it's key that DJ Dallas gets, enough touches and reps and he plays well. I know Malik can win the game if need be, but I would like to do a lot of running early on and establish ourselves and then hit him with some play action. So Pittsburgh plays man almost every down. So there's a lot of opportunities that we have in order to hit deep balls down the field and just make plays. When you're a man like that and Pittsburgh likes to send blitzes, you get to throw off and a guy catches it and misses a tackle with us anyway. That should be a house call. The only person that could possibly get caught, in my opinion, depending on where they are, is maybe Barrios or Herndon. But you throw it to a guy, we're one-on-one pretty much all game. So Malik should not have a hard time throwing. If he puts the balls where they need to be, then we should have a pretty good day offensively. Just watching the film, their secondary isn't good. And that's just how I feel. Like we should kill these dudes as far as from that perspective. Now I do understand that upset alert is in full effect. It's a noon game on Friday. We're ranked number 2 in every poll right now, including the college football playoff. And we're primed for upset. It's senior day for these guys. So these guys gonna want to come out, and they gonna want to play hard. This is the last time some of these guys get to play there. So they definitely gonna come out ready to play, and we just gotta come out fired on all cylinders. We just have to be aware, man. Come ready to play. What I would like to do is get a really big lead on them, like Oklahoma State did in the first half, blow them out, and then coming out in the second half, just go ahead and get a lot of young guys in there, get some reps, and get our guys rested up next week for Clemson. And I'm not overlooking Pitt. That's what I would like to do. Realistically, I have not seen this Miami team dominate how they have supposed to dominate, how we have supposed to been dominating inferior opponents. We didn't dominate Bethune, in my opinion. The only competition I think we dominated start to finish that was inferior clearly was Duke. So I need a dominating performance, but I just know this team, and I don't know if they're capable of giving a dominating performance on Friday. So if we aren't, however we get the W, we just need the W. That's it. Nothing else matters. We need to get the W. So what I would say is make sure you get Herndon involved early. He was disengaged last game. That was the worst game I ever seen Herndon play. Get him involved. Get Barrios involved. Play Richards and Langham at the same time. I understand they both play the X position, but put them on the field at the same time. We need to utilize our weapons a little better. I like that we did a double tight end set last game. I thought it was extremely dope. We utilize our weapons and we'll be fine. I personally think that we'll see the turnover chain a lot. I'm going for at least 4 turnovers this game. 4. I need to see the chain out. I expect to see the chain out. And we just got to keep it going, man. We 10-0. We just got to take care of business. Don't overlook Pitt, and everything else will take care of itself. So that's really just how I feel about it, man. I think, we're getting caught up in a lot of things that are going on or whatever, but we just focus. All we have to do is win. That's it. All we have to do is win. I think the defense needs to show up and rebound from the way they played last week. I thought a lot of it had to do with coaching, and then a lot of it also had to do with just miscues, guys being out of position. We just need to come out and be sharp, man. Come out and be sharp and get the victory. Even though I'm not sure if this team can dominate. What I would like to see, and I'll just go ahead and call it, is a 42-10 victory. If we can do something like that, then I think that would be great. 42-10, man. Definitely want to shout out everybody, that does this, for the Canes, man. I love the interaction that we have. I think it's dope. We just continue to build on it, man. And we'll go ahead and get into some of the key points that I wanted to point out for concerns. But if we take care of the ball, establish the run game, and the defense just forces enough turnovers, we'll come out victorious with this game, man. So we're going to go ahead and get into some of this film real quick. So we about to get into some of this Pitt film versus NC State. So here we go. Let's check out Pitt, y'all. Okay, that's their quarterback, DiNucci, right there. Throw it downfield. Receiver, Weah. He's their main guy. He can't fucking catch, though. I've seen him drop at least 12 passes. Hines. Up the middle. He's gone. 80-something yard touchdown run. You're not catching him, buddy. Go sit down. 83 yards. Their special teams coverage is ass. Watch this. Gone. Bye. He's at the 45. How is nobody back? He passes the 45 and passes everybody on Pitt's team. Now, this is the kind of shit I'm concerned about. The rollout throwback to the fucking offensive lineman. Like, really? They doing all of that shit. Throwback. Watch the cut. Ooh, watch the cut by the big boy. Big boy get up, too. All the way down to the 1 yard line. They going to pull out every play they got in their fucking arsenal. That's their running back Hall. He's actually pretty good, too. Second half. Whoop. Oh, downfield. Shitted on him. Yo, these dudes played pretty much nothing but man coverage. So I think we should have a big day throwing on these guys. Seriously. Plays will be there to be made. It's just up to our receivers if they make the play. Oh, watch this. Down the field again. Watch this. Shitted on him. Come on, man. That boy Harmon is going crazy out there on them boys. Watch this. Uh-oh. High pointed. There you go. Fuck off me. Whoop. And that there is pretty much the ball game. Get into this Pitt versus Virginia Tech film, man. Okay, boom. Saw how wide open that was as soon as he pulled it. Okay, that's DiNucci. Okay, they're going to hit 82. 82 is pretty nice. Arroyo Lopez. He's all right. They don't really have any burners on the Pitt team at receiver. Okay. Boom. Jackson. That boy Cam Phillips is eating on these boys. Now, remind you, all they do is play man pretty much. They play man the whole time. This some other shit that we need to be concerned about. Really? Fake the field goal, throw the reverse, throw the touchdown pass. Best believe they bringing out all of this shit. They bringing everything they got on Friday. Okay, Pitt up. Boom, Jackson. Cam Phillips hitting. Okay. He ain't no burner like that, but boom, all the way downfield. Okay, that's the freshman that might start. Pickett. Oh, picked off though. Picked off. Sorry. Oops. Strowman. Come on, man. So it's either DiNucci or Pickett. Both of them can run. Pickett doesn't like to run. DiNucci, he is a threat to go downfield. Look at that. Shitted on him. Game-winning touchdown. Threw it up to Cam Phillips. They finna show the replay. Watch this. Just throw it up. 14 falls down. Shitted on him. TD. Okay, so this the freshman Pickett. Okay. Boom. Great throw. 85. This Weah. This the dude I told y'all about that can't fucking catch. Okay, he gonna score. Nope. Slow motherfucker. He got caught. Down at the 1 yard line, son. At the 2, actually. Okay, 4th and goal. What you gonna do, Pitt? Oh, no. Ball game. Clock expires. Could have beat Tech. Let me get it to. 94 in the backfield. Nothing. Fuck out of here. Runs a lot. They run a lot of action with this. And this is one of the reasons why I'm concerned. Is because of this play. Like I said, they run it a lot. They run it with Quadre Henderson. And they run it with a couple of other guys, but this jet sweep pretty much. And that's all they've seen from this offense. And so you can't blame these guys, but once you got to read those offensive linemen the way they're playing. Quadre Henderson is extremely explosive too. You know what I'm saying? That boy got big playability. So with them running that play a lot, it concerns me. Another play that concerns me, Pitt runs this type of jet sweep play a lot. They run it more than any other team we've seen. They're committed to it, and it's usually Quadre Henderson that they try to get the ball to. And the dude can make plays, just flat out make plays. So I want y'all to pay attention to McLeod. And this isn't picking on him, but this is being serious. This is the kind of thing that he ends up doing when you see reverses like this. Like I said, I can't slow it down. Next video I'll be able to, but check it out. So you go, okay, I'm going to freeze frame it some. Okay, stop. Look at McLeod. McLeod here, he's looking here. He's looking here. He's like, okay, let me go get it. He's looking. Now, boom. Reverse is handed off. Look where Trent Harris is right here. So he's already about to be out of position. And watch what happens to McLeod. Sealed. He gets around the edge and boom. That is a problem because that's not the first time he has done that, but they run that a lot. And so I want y'all to pay attention to something. I was using a different app, but it was giving me trouble trying to upload the video, so I just had to do it the manual way. So pay attention to the running back right here. And then I want y'all to pay attention to McLeod and pay attention to Darian Owens. So I can't slow this down. I can't do slow-mo right now. So I'm going to end up basically freeze framing it a few times. So pay attention. Okay, so Zacchaeus comes in motion. Okay, we're going to stop it. Okay, here's my problem with this play. McLeod staring right here at the quarterback. Darian Owens staring right here at the quarterback. The running back just going to go ahead and slip out the backfield. Nobody's there. Block getting put on Owens here Boom. 6 or 7 yard gain. So you figure, okay, it's really no big deal. Cool. The kind of shit we can't have. Look at Herndon. Look at that half-ass effort to try to block that dude. Look at it. Look at him. Oh, my bad. We can't have this shit on Friday, y'all. But it's going to lead into the next play. So pay close attention. Another play where a running back comes out of the backfield. A guy comes out of the backfield and leaks out. So you say it's not that big of a deal. Okay, you got the motion. They point him out. Watch this. Look at D. Delaney. Look at him staring at the quarterback because they done motioned the man, so he figured I have nobody to guard. Backfield, backfield, backfield. Oh, shit. Let me get back. They killed us with that. Pay attention. Running back out the backfield right here. Boom. Boom. Up the sideline. Up the sideline. Like, come on, man. And they're about to show it in slow motion right now. Come on, we can't be having this. Up the sideline, running back, out the backfield once again. I'm telling you, if Pitt watches that film with the running backs they have, they're going to kill us with that. I can't slow it down, but I want y'all to pay attention. Pay attention to 41. This is a short down yardage. Pay attention to 41 and pay attention to Herndon. I'm going to freeze it. Okay, look. Hat on a guy here. This guy's going to come free. Hat on a guy, hat on a guy. No hats yet, but getting there, right? Look. 41 blocks nobody. Herndon hasn't even taken on a block yet. And watch as he goes up here to try to block someone. That's why that play was busted. Man, we're going to take a look at this last play, which should be really effective, being so that Pitt plays pretty much nothing but man coverage. And I think this should be there for Malik pretty much all day. Boom. So, boom. That was a designed run. That ends up being a designed run, and Malik gets downfield. I think that play will be available a lot against Pitt because that's just the way, it is based off of the type of defense they play. I'd like to I apologize, man, for the film or whatever being sloppy. Next time the film and everything will be much better. I just wasn't able to utilize some of the software how I wanted to. So like I said, I do apologize, but it's a work in progress. And the next time I post the Pitt review, things will be much better, man. Appreciate y'all rocking with the kid, man. I'm out.